Well, if it isn't the Sandman come to sprinkle midnight dust.
No, I know. It's way past my bedtime. But it was worth it.
What have you and Sean been up to at this late hour?
I've been testing him.
Robert, you didn't.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but yes. I had to find out whether he was lying about his involvement with Slater.
You really thought that Sean was involved?
Well, look at the facts. I mean, Slater comes from Mexico. I find Slater's fingerprints in Donnelly's safe. And to cap it all off, while we're waiting, there's a shipment turns up at his warehouse from Mexico. Now, given all of those things, what would you have thought?
Well, maybe... I don't know.
There, you see? I had to put aside my feelings for Sean and see whether my suspicions were right or wrong.
I just don't see how you could suspect Sean of murder.
How do you think I felt about it? I mean, do you think I liked setting all these little tests, these traps? I mean, looking for the first telltale signs of guilt?
I don't know. How did you feel?
It hurt. It hurt like hell.
But he passed the test.
I'm happy to report with flying colors.
Well, I'm glad.
Good. Then it's settled. It's done. It was over. It's finished. It had to be done.
It's just that there should be some things that are taken on faith, you know? Oh, I guess I'm just frightened.
Of what?
Of that cold-blooded WSB side of yours.
I know. Once you've got it, you never lose it. That's why most WSB agents never marry, even after they leave the service.
Like Sean?
Like Sean. All right. Now, I desperately need a shower. And then I want to get back to more current events.
You know, all this talk about making your best friend the subject of a ruthless investigation has kind of put me out of the mood a bit.
Okay. Suit yourself. Well,
you smug thing. Go take a shower. All right. WSB agents don't get married. So why did you marry me?
To save you from a fate worse than death, and I'm talking about deportation, not what was left of your virtue.
St. George rescuing the fair maiden from the horrible fire-eating dragon, is that it?
More like Daddy Warbucks rescuing his down-and-out little orphan Annie from jail and deportation.
But was it worth it?
I don't know.
Well, we're just gonna have to see if we can convict you. Well?
Arf, says Sandy.
You have to admit it is a lot more fun than being lost in some South American jungle living off bark and roots, isn't it?
Well, I'm not sure. I need some more convincing.
Well, I'll do my best.
You know, marriage certainly has some great fringe benefits.
You mean perks like this?
Come to think of it, I'm feeling rather perky right now.
Yes, I noticed.
No. You are a unique woman, my love.
I am?
One of the few women in captivity that can really understand a man like me.
Well, actually, it's not too hard to figure out what you need right now.
Arf, 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 arf.
Oh,
Damn! Scorpio! Hello, Lee. Lee? Lee, do you have any idea what hour it is? No, that's all right. What is it? What? What? No! No, I said no. But... All right. Look, if I say yes, will you let me get back to what I was doing? Pretty please. What? Oh, fine. New York? Yeah, I'm writing it all down as we speak, Lee. Yeah. Good night.
And what did Lee want at this late hour?
It would appear that I'm to be honored at one of those tribute things in New York.
Sounds great. Can I go? I'll tell them all about that time when you got your toes stuck in the tap. And I...
You wouldn't dare.
Well, who's gonna stop me?
The tickle monster. Uncle? 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 More like it.
Hey, you don't play fair.
I know.
Well, since I'm not going to be allowed to get up on the podium and say nice things about you, I guess I'll have to pay a little tribute to you now.
Sounds hot.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Hmm?
Robert? Robert, what is it?
I don't know, just restless, I guess.
You're worrying about Sean, aren't you? You did what you felt was right. That's all anybody can expect of you.
Why don't you go back to bed, love? I'll be there in a minute.
Well, I'm so excited about the dinner that they're giving Robert in New York. You know, I have a marvelous idea.
Oh, what is it?
Well, I talked to Lee about it, and he's all for it.
Well, are you going to let me in on it?
Well, yes, of course I am. But first, I have to get Holly's approval.
Oh?
Yeah. Hi. I wonder if you could see Gail's in her office.
Oh, sure. What's up?
Well, we're going shopping together.
Oh, I bet you're going to buy a new dress for Robert's dinner in New York, right?
Right.
It's a very big honor. You must be really proud of him, huh?
Yes, I am, very.
Imagine all the top police commissioners from the whole state, and I guess a lot of other very important people will be there, too, huh?
Would you excuse us? I'd like to talk to Holly for a minute. Do you have a minute?
Yes, of course.
Well, Holly, I was
You're
wondering...
being very mysterious, yeah?
Oh, am I? Well, I was just wondering, what would you think if, Some of Robert's friends from Port Charles would turn up at that dinner in New York.
Oh, I think that would be really nice. Just what the doctor ordered.
Really? I mean, if we were all there, you know, make it kind of a fun time for Robert. Almost like a roast.
I think that would be absolutely fantastic, and I know he would love it. The more fun, the better, as far as he's concerned.
Oh, good.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Audrey, I just heard about your idea.
Yes, I just heard about it myself. Isn't it terrific?
Well, I think it's just wonderful.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Actually, I have a suggestion.
Oh, what's that?
I think that Robert's friends being there should be kept a secret from him. He loves surprises. The bigger the better. So you think that'd be a good idea? I mean, he likes plots. That's him. It's his WSB background.
Oh, speaking of which, isn't Sean Donnelly going to be master of ceremonies?
Yes, he is. We'll have to make sure that he keeps us a secret, too. Well, I know you are. I know I can trust you to keep it.
Oh, yes. We won't say a word. and maybe we can talk a little more about this later.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, Robert loves being police commissioner, but lately with this business with Tony, really it's just been work, no fun at all.
Speaking of work, it's about time Audrey and I got back to it.
Oh, yes, indeed,
Sure.
it is.
Yeah. Holly, I am so sorry, but I'm not going to be able to go shopping with you today. Things are really piling up around here this morning.
Oh, don't worry. I understand. Anyway, you'd have been bored to tears, probably. I take such a long time to decide on those things.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to let you down. I was really looking forward to it.
Inspiration. I shall call Celia and ask her to go.
Great idea. Nobody should ever shop alone. Good morning, Jessica.
Hi, Gail. I'll be in the lounge with Holly, okay?
Okay.
Holly?
Oh, hi, Cisco.
Hi. Listen, I read that Robert's going to New York for a big dinner.
Mm-hmm, right.
All the big wheels are going to be there and everything.
Yes, I know. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah. There's something I want to ask you.
What is it? You seem troubled.
Well, we know Robert's going to New York. Now, I want to know if his leaving is going to interfere with the investigation at all.
Now, come on, Frisco. Robert would never, ever let pleasure interfere with duty. Huh?
Now, I don't want anything getting in the way. I want him to try to nail the guy who tried to kill Tony. You know that.
Robert's going to get him, believe me.
Did he say anything about the investigation this morning?
No, he left before I woke up.
Nothing new.
No, not as far as I know. But Robert will tell you as soon as he finds out anything. And he's doing his best, believe me. He's doing whatever he can do, whatever's in his power. Oh, I completely forgot. Darn, I don't
What's
have
the
any
matter?
change. Oh, I just have to make a phone call. Don't worry, it's nothing important.
I don't have any change. I must have left it at home on the dresser.
That's okay, don't worry. Now, you don't worry about the investigation, okay? Excuse me?
Frisco,
Yep.
I got the message. What is it? Is something wrong with Tony?
No, just relax. Sit down.
Hi, Holly. Right on time. Come on in.
Hello, Jimmy Lee.
Hi, Holly. So, what do you think of all these flowers?
They're very nice.
I just had to buy them for Celia. Wouldn't you love a room full of flowers like this?
I never thought about it.
Oh, you'd love it. Matter of fact, I'll talk to Robert and see what I can do. Look, I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Bye. I never saw so many flowers in one room before.
I know you don't approve.
Of what?
Jimmy Lee.
You have to remember that Grant has become a good friend.
And Jimmy Lee hasn't.
It's not that simple. What does Jake say? How does he feel about it?
Jake, well, Jake tried to talk me out of divorcing Grant, but he has to. That's his duty as a lawyer.
Not necessarily.
Well, he seems to think it is. He gave me a very hard sell tactic about not leaving Grant.
And?
And he knows that I am determined to divorce Grant. That's so wonderful about Robert, Holly. That dinner is such an honor. And his friends surprising him, that's great.
I know. I'm very proud of him.
You should be.
You know, you should feel that way about Grant.
Whoa, Holly. Don't you try to get us back together again. I've had enough of that for one day.
But you should feel proud of him.
Why?
Because he lost everything, but he worked real hard until he got it all back. He started a whole new life for himself, even in the face of all that scorn and mockery. It was really tough, and it took a lot of courage, and I think he deserves a little respect.
I do respect him, Holly, but that doesn't mean I have to love him.
Grant and Robert deserve a special kind of understanding, I think.
Give me a break,
No,
Holly.
please, let me finish. They're both highly trained. Their training as agents is a part of their very being. They can never be free of it. You think to yourself, wow, my love is going to drive that training out of him. But it can't, and it never will. It's impossible.
So what are you saying?
Last night, Robert and I spent 2 wonderful hours together. Now, you would think that after sharing that kind of love, that it would block out other thoughts from his mind just for a couple of hours. But no. I woke up in the night, he wasn't in bed, and I found him staring out the window into the darkness, just completely lost in his problems. Problems that he can't share with me or anybody. Their training makes them different.
Oh, Holly, they might be all you say they are, but they're still men.
Yes, but because they're different, they need us all the more.
I understand everything you're saying, but it doesn't make any difference. My marriage is over.
Because of Jimmy Lee?
No, because of Grant himself.
But why? Why do you have to rush into marriage with Jimmy Lee?
Because I want a new life, Holly. I want it as quickly as I can get it. And this is the way I'm going to do it.
With Jimmy Lee? Is it love or is it sex?
Would you like to go shopping, Holly?
This trip is going to be like a holiday for us, Robert.
Yes, dear.
It's going to give you a chance to forget about work for a while and unwind.
Yes, dear.
I think we're going to have a wonderful time.
Of course we are. Scorpio.
This is Lieutenant Carstairs. I'm on my way to bring you up to date on the dragnet we have out on Slater.
Good. Come right up.
Who's that?
That was a man from the hotel. Wants to discuss the dinner.
Oh, well, that could be interesting, I suppose.
Boring's a better term. He wants to go over every single little detail. And look, why don't you take that bath you've been threatening to do, and I'll deal with this chap.
You sure you don't mind?
Of course not. Now, you go and soak away in there, and I'll finish the unpacking. As soon as you're finished, we'll go out to lunch. Ladies' choice.
Well, I'm warning you, if I get to pick, it'll be outrageously expensive.
Indulge yourself. It's a holiday.
Hi. You alone?
Holly's taking a bath. All right, let's discuss this Slater business.
Okay. Now, this is how we'll work it. I'll act as liaison between you and the police. Good. Now, you'll have the best team of men on the force at your disposal.
Excellent.
We have a dragnet out on Slater, so it doesn't matter if he's on the run or goes underground. We're going to get him.
I like your confidence.
Well, I have confidence in the people assigned to this. And I want to let you know it's my privilege to work with you.
Thank you.
Well, you have an outstanding reputation.
I'm afraid you flatter me.
Just being honest. Your reputation precedes you.
Please, Lieutenant, you're embarrassing me.
And I want you to know that Slater's photo is in the hand of cops everywhere. At airports, bus terminals, rent-a-car agencies, you name the place, we've got it covered. We're also checking out places where Slater might try to go to hole up. I'm talking about everything from flop houses to the swankiest places in town. Now, you told us Slater has money. Okay, we're also checking out places we'd rarely look for criminals.
You've been very thorough.
You bet we have. Do you know if Slater has any connections in New York? People who might try to hide him?
No, I don't think so. Slater came up from Mexico, which means he knows the language. He could be held up in a barrier.
Good. Well, we'll check it out. I guess that about takes care of it for now, huh?
I think so. Well, thanks for dropping by.
Oh, there's just one thing I want to remind you. You're staying in Manhattan after your dinner. I think it'd be great you're touring our precincts and sharing your experiences with the police captains. They appreciate that.
By the time a man has risen to the level of captain, there's not much I can tell him.
Come on, don't be so modest. Your training and background is specialized and unique. We can all profit by it.
Well, thank you anyway for dropping by.
My pleasure. It's always a kick meeting a fellow professional.
I feel the same way.
Thank you.
Robert, you lied to me.
What about?
That man, he was no more a hotel employee than I am. That man was a cop.
Where'd you get that silly idea from?
Silly? He looked like a policeman, and I heard what he said. It's always a kick meeting a fellow professional. Well, you're not in the hotel business, so that man didn't work for the hotel. He's a cop.
All right, it's true. It's Lieutenant Carstairs from the New York Police Department.
Why, Robert? Why?
He's acting as liaison between myself and the police while we're here. He's helping me track down Slater.
I should have known you wouldn't be able to take a day off. Surprise! We thought we'd come here early, too, to enjoy the city.
What are you doing here so early?
Well, I figured if I did come here early, I'd get some peace and quiet, spend the time effectively writing a long tribute to you for your dinner.
Well, that's decent of you.
Why don't you two join me for a drink? My treat. Come on.
Why not?
We will. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Oh, I'll have the waiter move that away.
Who are you having lunch with?
Oh, an old friend. I met him in the lobby. Haven't seen him in a long time.
Do I know him?
No, I don't think so, Robert. He's a theatrical producer.
You're right. I don't know any of those.
Is he a big Broadway producer?
Oh, he used to be. He's retired now, making lots of money in real estate.
Why the phone if you want to be on your own?
Well, I don't want to live life of a monk in seclusion. You must know I was trying to get a date.
Any luck?
Not yet, but I don't give up that easily. This city is too much fun to be in alone. Thank you.
Isn't that the truth?
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Have something for me?
Glad I was able to reach you.
Believe me, you were lucky. Holly was about to haul me out on a shopping and sightseeing spree. Your call spared me that.
I doubt if she was delighted by my phone call.
She sure wasn't.
I have a photo I want you to see.
Oh?
That's a picture of a stiff in the morgue. We fished him out of the East River last night. I compared this with the picture you gave me. It's a pretty close matchup.
This man's in the morgue?
Yeah. Working on his fingerprints right now, but this is faster. This guy resembles Slater.
But it's not Slater.
Okay, that's one down. But I've got another lead on Slater, another picture. And this one was taken from a van by a surveillance team. Take a look at it.
Pretty hazy picture.
Yeah, I know, but take a good look at the guy going into the rundown hotel. Now, this place is located on the Lower East Side. It's a pretty rough neighborhood.
That's Slater.
It is? You positive?
I'm positive that's our man.
Great.
How long ago was that photo taken?
Just an hour ago.
You have the address of the hotel?
Yeah.
Then let's go!
Hello.
Hello. Are you all ready for our shopping spree?
I'm ready, willing, extremely able, and extremely enthusiastic.
We are going to have such a good time.
We'll hit every store on Fifth Avenue.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and we have to check out those wonderful boutiques on Lexington and Madison, too.
Don't you just love shopping here?
My dear, I put it above eating and sleeping.
What I think is amazing is that we've managed to outwit Robert.
You mean he doesn't suspect a thing?
He suspects nothing. He still believes he's only here to be given the award for being best police commissioner in the state.
Oh, that's great. You mean he has no idea that all his friends from Port Charles are going to give him this roast after the award ceremony?
He is completely in the dark.
Oh. Well, what did you do with him this morning? How'd you get rid of him? Did you tell him a big lie?
No, I didn't have to. He got this mysterious phone call and disappeared without saying goodbye.
Hold on a minute, Robert.
Look, I want to get to that flop house and nail Slater.
All right, look, I'll give you the name and the address of the hotel, but you can't go there alone.
I want to nab him personally.
All right, look, it's too dangerous. You need backup.
I want to go in there alone.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have the place surrounded.
Look, Slater sees blue shirts everywhere. We're never going to nab him.
Look, I'll have it surrounded by plainclothesmen. They'll blend right in with the background. You won't even know they're there, but they'll be there in case you need help.
All right, it sounds okay, but I still go in alone.
Agreed.
Let's go. I don't want to waste any more time.
For God's sake, Robert, don't shoot! It's me, Sean!
I could have killed you then.
Oh, same here, buddy.
It was a close call.
Yeah, too close for comfort.
Well, what are you doing here anyway?
I could ask you the same question.
Let's not play games.
I'm here for the same reason you are, Slater.
Tracked him here.
Right. See that you're still alert on his trail, too?
Let's see if there's a light in this bird. Let's have a look around.
Doesn't seem to be any sign of Slater here.
Not much of anybody's been here recently by the looks of it.
Had a pretty reliable tip that he was here, though.
Me too. Who tipped you off?
WSB.
I see. Have a good look.
Now, you take that side of the room, and I'll take this side of the room, all right?
Yeah. What? Can you tell me you'd been tipped off by someone?
Why didn't you tell me you were tipped off by someone?
Good point. There's no reason to work at cross purposes anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
At this stage, it's about time we both started working together.
I think that's a very good idea, old buddy. Very good idea.
Robert Scorpio's room, please. Hello, Holly?
Yes?
This is Frisco.
Oh, hi. You here in New York?
No, I'm in Port Charles. Listen, is Robert there?
No, he isn't.
Are you alone?
No.
Okay. Now listen, don't give away my end of the conversation.
All right.
Now you've got to get word to Robert that Tony is out of his coma.
That is wonderful news, Frisco.
Now, we can't let word leak out. Now, please tell Robert that he should beef up security around my brother's room. Now, will you do that?
Yes, I will.
Okay, now for your information, Holly, and don't let
Orderly
this
to
slip.
the 7th floor with a wheelchair staff.
Tony's responding.
Orderly to...
He can feel. His eyes focus. He hasn't got his voice back, but he can answer by blinking. The important thing is that he's out of his coma.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Now, please give Robert this message and the information. Will you do that?
Yes.
Thank you. I gotta go.
What, good news?
Very good news.
Oh, tell me.
I can't.
Why not?
It's police business. Sorry. For Robert's ears only.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, Holly. Well, shall we go? The shops are waiting for us.
Okay. I'm dying to take you to that wonderful little hat shop on West 57th Street.
You have always loved hats, haven't
Well, after you see this shop, you will love them, too.
Oh, I see. Just what kind of hat do you have in mind?
Well, I've seen this one that's got the most...
How can I help you, gents? You do not look like the kind of guys who frequent this establishment.
I think it's cute you call this place an establishment.
What can I do for you?
Got a picture I want to show you.
Oh, what kind of picture?
Take a look.
All right, I'm looking. Now what?
You recognize the man on the picture?
Nope.
Look at the picture closely.
I'm looking. All I see is some guy I don't know.
Do you know the man in 3A?
Well, we're not personal friends, if that's what you mean. I don't pal around with the guys who flop here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we know.
What about the man in the picture?
What about him?
Could he be the man in 3A?
Just can't help you, gentlemen. You know? I know the customers by the room numbers only.
Take it close. Look at the man in the picture.
All right, I'm looking. Now what?
Have you seen him before?
Look, the guy in this picture is just another mug to me.
Think somebody tipped Slater?
Could.
I think he was tipped.
I mean, who could have tipped him?
It's the big question. Well, anyway, we've lost him for now.
I guess you're right. Look, we better get going, huh?
What's the rush?
You don't want to miss your awards dinner, do you?
I guess not. I'll take that. Thanks for your time.
Oh, I get plenty of that. Sorry I couldn't help it, Chen.
Oh, well, thanks for trying to help us anyway, huh?
Let's go.
Right behind you, buddy.
It was nothing, Janice.
Well, in about time, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I can see the merchants of Manhattan have probably closed up for the day. Probably on the phone now as we speak. Holly Scorpio's back in town. Uncork the champagne. Roll out the red carpet. You can't miss her. She's staggering under the weight of credit cards.
Oh, Robert, I'm not that bad.
You're not? Well, let's have a look here. Your Honor, I would like as Exhibit A. All these wonderful boxes and bags, as you can see, with all the finest labels from all the most expensive stores in Manhattan on them. I would submit, Your Honor, Holly Scorpio is out of control. A maniac shopper. I rest my case.
Gail and I just did a little bit of shopping.
A little shopping? You call this a little shopping? I'd hate to think what would happen if you seriously put your mind to it. I mean, we'd have to get another room just for all the bags and boxes.
Oh, we had a marvelous time, and I took her to that fantastic little hat shop I know.
Gail doesn't wear too many hats.
Ooh, well, she will now.
Let me guess. She bought out the contents of a hat store as well? Maybe
Ooh, that's cold.
Let me rephrase that. Was there anything left in this hat store when you two were through with your buying? And your buying? And your buying?
She bought an absolutely darling little hat, and it looks fantastic on her.
How many hats did you buy, Holly?
Let me show you this scarf that I got. It's really wonderful scarf.
Yeah? Where would it be? You'd find it. How would you know a scarf here if you saw... Well, how many hats?
I beg your pardon?
Hats. No, they go in the head. Cover it. How many?
I got you some gloves. I know you'll like them. I know you'll like these. They're pigskin. They're very, very soft.
Yeah.
And you know you wanted a maroon tie?
Yeah.
But there are the gloves.
Let's talk
well,
about
I found you one. It's silk.
Yeah? How many hats, Holly?
You're beginning to sound like a broken record.
All I'm trying to figure out is how many hats you went out and bought.
Well, quantity is not important. It's the quality that counts.
I see. In that case, I guess you got quality through in quantity. You're not going to tell me how many hats you bought, are you?
No, I'm not.
What didn't you buy?
Now, what kind of a question is that?
Well, I figured it'd be easier to find out what you didn't buy as against what you did buy.
Actually, this isn't even all that I bought.
What?
I had so much stuff that I left most of it down by the desk. They're going to send a couple of bellboys up with them.
You're trying to tell me that there's more down at the desk? And it's going to take at least 2 bellboys to truck it all up here?
Well, it'd probably be easier if they used 3.
She's not going to have cardiac arrest.
Holly, you're out of your mind. Do you have any idea of the cost of all of that garbage you've just brought in here? Are you insane? We are not rich!
I'm teasing, sweetheart.
What?
There's nothing downstairs at the desk. This is all there is.
Say that again.
There is nothing downstairs at the desk. This is all there is.
I'm so glad you repeated that. You are indeed a master of psychology.
Oh, I am?
Yes, you con me into believing that you actually have more downstairs than you actually walked in with here, thereby making what you walked in with here not look quite so much. Very clever. I salute you.
Thank you. I'll show you my hats later.
How many hats, Holly? How many hats? Come on.
Oh, I forgot. Did you call Frisco General Hospital?
No, change the subject. Why would I want with Frisco?
Well, didn't you get your messages down at the front desk?
Well, I've only been in here a few minutes. I wanted to save a bit of time, so I had a shower, and I was just coming out of the shower, and you stumbled in here after your sacking of Manhattan. What's with Frisco? What's up?
Frisco called to say that Tony is out of the coma.
It's great news.
Absolutely. It's fantastic. He's feeling things. He's focusing his eyes. He can't speak yet, but he's answering questions by blinking.
Anybody else know about this?
No, of course not.
Good.
Frisco says he thinks that you should beef up the security.
Frisco's absolutely right. We don't want news of Tony's improved condition getting out just yet. I'll make that call now. Operator, person to person with Frisco Jones at General Hospital in Port Charles. Call me as soon as you make the connection, will you? I'll wait. Thank you. Come on, how many hats, Holly? How many hats in that box? It's a big box. 10 hats in there? Got to be at least a dozen hats in that box. Come on.
Look.
What about this one here? That big funny-looking black
about
thing.
6 or 7 in
6 or 7? Oh, 25 hats.
Call for you.
Hey, thanks for the good news, all right? Yeah, this is Frisco.
Frisco, it's Robert. I just got your message.
Oh, Robert, I've been sweating it out around here waiting for you to call.
Good news about Tony. Has
Yeah.
he recognized you or Tanya yet?
No. No, the doctor said that there's been too much trauma. He's suffering from a total blackout of the past.
Okay. How's Tanya holding up?
Well, she's been wearing herself out, but I think this news is going to lift her up a little bit.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Look, I'm glad you called. We'll increase the guards now that Tony's come out of the coma.
Oh, thanks, Robert.
Listen, I'll get right on beefing up that security. If it weren't for this award dinner tonight, I'd be flying home to see Tony.
Yeah, I know you would. Look, I feel a lot better now that you called and talked to you, and also that you decided to beef up the security.
Good as done. Thanks for calling, mate. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Who are you calling?
Ramsey. Hi, Bert. Now, listen. Yeah, sure. Listen, I want you to do something for me right away. Now, listen. Put an extra man outside Tony's hospital room. Now make sure both guards are dressed just like orderlies. Here's the reason. Tony's out of his coma. You're right. Yeah, that's good news. But we can't let it leak out. Well, we can try not to let it leak out. So we'll need extra guards. Now, everyone guard in that room has got to be dressed like an orderly. We don't want them to attract too much attention and certainly cause no curiosity. No, absolutely not. There'll be no questioning of Tony, no pressure of any kind. We don't want to do anything until the doctors tell us we can. Yeah. Righto, Bert. Fine. Yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye. Done.
I'm so happy about Tony.
Me too.
I mean, it's such good news for Tanya and for Frisco.
Why are you crying?
I feel so happy for them. It's kind of stupid, I know.
Why are you supposed to laugh when you're happy and cry when you're sad?
I know, it's stupid.
No, it's not. Your heart's in the right place.
I just feel so much for them, you know?
You sentimental fool, you.
No, I'm not.
Come on, admit it, you are.
Huh? All right, I am.
Feel better?
Yes, I do. I just... It's such good news. There's nothing like a good cry.
You call that a cry? That's just a sniffle. Now, a cry, that's when the eyes and the tear ducts open up and the nose runs and the eyes get all puffy and you bawl and carry on. That's a cry.
You're the expert, are you?
Matter of fact, I am.
I just got so emotional, you know, thinking about poor Tony lying there, just completely helpless. And I remember when Tanya got pregnant. Remember how excited they were? The plans that they were making, and then all of a sudden, disaster. Just, it isn't fair.
Life's really fair, love.
Well, it isn't fair. That kind of thing just isn't fair at all. But maybe there's going to be a happy ending.
You like happy endings?
Yes, of course I do.
Good, then give us a great big slobber and then go and take your shower.
I'll give you a kiss. I won't give you a slobber. You know, I like kissing a man in a low-cut gown.
Turn you on, does it?
Always does. Can't help myself.
Yeah, you better take a cold shower first. Because tonight is my big dinner, and I don't want to be late for it.
Well, remember to check the gloves, see if they fit all right, and also have a look at this tie, see if...
Maroon, you said?
Yes, look, kind of maroonish.
My favorite color. Listen, while you're taking a shower, I'll get dressed.
Have you rehearsed your speech yet?
Got to write it first.
What? I thought you'd already written it.
Well, I had a couple of throws at it, but you know, it didn't work out. But I'm still trying.
But you haven't got much time.
I know. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to go through with this tonight.
Come on. It's a great honor. I'm so proud of you.
I'd rather be back in Port Charles looking after Tony.
I know. I'm going to go and have a shower. And you're going to stay here and concentrate on this. Forget about Port Charles. Just write your speech and then rehearse it, okay?
I'd still rather be back in Port Charles looking after Tony. Oh, nice little number there. You get that in the spree?
It's original.
Yes, I like it.
So, how's your speech coming on?
Finished.
Oh, good. Can I hear it?
No sooner said than done.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Here we are. 407 years ago.
Oh, Robert.
What? Don't you like it? Well, I thought it had a nice rhythm to it. Yep. I have another.
Okay,
One.
let's hear that
This is a good one. You'll like
Good.
this. Today, December 7, 1941, a day that will live in infamy.
Be serious.
I thought this one was good.
Well, it was very good for Franklin Roosevelt, but I'd like to hear your speech.
It was Winston Churchill. No matter. All right. This is, you'll like this.
This is it.
It doesn't quite match the language or the meter of the other, but it's got a little je ne sais quoi to it. All right, listen to this.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Fellow police commissioners, distinguished guests. Like it so far? Good.
Yes, very nice.
Stuckle, little twink. I'm really not who you want, I think. I am not under the alkafluence of alcohol.
Would you please be serious? Have you really written a speech?
Yes, I have.
Well, then, please, let me hear it.
You'll have to wait along with everyone else.
Oh, please.
No, I want you to hear it fresh.
Oh,
All right?
all right.
I've contacted Port Charles. The extra security is in place. Tony is as safe as he's going to be.
Well, good. Then you can relax and enjoy the dinner they're making for you.
It's going to be stuffy.
It's an honor, Rob. It's a great honor for you.
These sort of things are always stuffy, full of lots of pompous hot air. I wish Luke was here to diffuse the situation.
You'll enjoy it. You'll see.
I don't know. Like, I don't know why I let myself get talked into coming to New York for this thing. I'm just a guy doing his job.
Well, you obviously do it better than anybody else.
No, they can think what they like. I am still a guy doing his job. You do not get honored to do your job. They pay you. That should be enough.
You're really serious, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Look, I don't go in for this award business. It's just a lot of patting yourselves on the back and saying what a great lot of people we are.
Come
It's
on.
not for a guy like me, and I'm sorry.
No sour grapes, huh? You're going to enjoy yourself. You'll surprise yourself and enjoy it.
That chance.
Okay, I bet you any amount that you have a fun time.
I wouldn't take your money. However, the whole thing hasn't been a complete waste.
Oh, how's that?
Giving me a chance to track down Slater, a.k.a. Hines. I am going to nail this guy.
Any luck?
Yep. Having you here.
Oh, what a nice thing to say.
You know, as a detective, you make a hell of a wife.
I think I take that as a compliment.
Hmm?
I think so.
Now, if I didn't have this speech to memorize right now, boy, what I would be...
You'd what? No, you won't. I mean, look at you. You look so incredibly handsome.
You like it?
Yes, I do like it. I have to go and get dressed. I have to put makeup on, do my hair. I've got to attempt to look as gorgeous as you. So would you practice your speech? Practice your speech, and I'm going to go and get ready.
Your wish is my command. You still haven't told me how many hats you bought. Scorpio.
Are you Commissioner Scorpio?
I am.
I work the bar in the cocktail lounge downstairs here in the hotel.
Yes.
There's a friend of yours waiting at the bar to see you before you go to the awards dinner.
Friend of mine?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll be down in 15 minutes.
Hello.
Can't believe it.
I didn't think you'd see me. That's why I asked the bartender to say it was a friend from the past.
You haven't changed much.
You have? You're losing your Australian accent. Shame.
They told me you left the country.
Oh, an old WSB trick.
What do you want from me?
A drink together, for old time's sake.
I don't believe you.
You're so on guard, so suspicious.
You see, I know you. No man ever knew you better.
The male ego. Well, it turned out that you didn't know me at all, didn't it?
Should have left you to die when I found out what you were.
Yes, you should have. But you didn't, did you? Why don't we drink to that? I shouldn't have come here.
No, you shouldn't.
I saw your picture in the paper.
You just couldn't help yourself.
Robert, I never meant to hurt you.
Stop playing games. Stay out of my life, Anna.
Why? Are you afraid of me, Robert?
Get out of here before someone sees us together.
What's the harm? Just two old friends having a drink together.
You want something? Out with it.
Right? I came here to warn you. Listen. You're being deceived a second time by a person you love. I guess I shouldn't have wasted my time. I should have known better.
That's right. You shouldn't have. Because there's no way I would ever believe anything you ever told me.
Look, I still care very much about you. If you ever loved me, you would know.
If I ever loved you. If I ever...
Robert, people are staring.
No, dear. They're staring at you, the men, that is. Then again, they all did, didn't they?
Yes. Still so noble and self-righteous, aren't we? Everything black and white. Never grey. What a fool I was to risk coming here.
Why did you betray me?
Does it still matter?
Did once. Mattered more than life itself.
Oh, Robert. This is a very special evening for you. I didn't mean to spoil it.
You couldn't.
We've said so many cruel words to each other.
Honest words.
So much hatred.
Answer me one question. Was it another man?
Of course. Isn't that what you want to hear?
I don't believe you.
Yes. You know what it is. With women like I, we go for the highest bidder, don't we? In war and love.
Look me in the eye. Tell me it was another man.
I lied. I sold out for money the way I always did. Oh, I loved you more than I could love any man. Now get out of here before we both say things we won't mean in the morning.
Yes.
Scorpio here.
Robert, Frisco.
What's happening?
Dr. Rutherford is examining Tony right now.
Can I speak with him?
Yeah. Excuse me. It's Robert Scorpio. He'd like to talk to you.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, Commissioner.
How's the patient?
Well, he's better. His reflexes are responding, which is a very good sign.
What about this traumatic amnesia?
He doesn't remember his wife or his brother.
I see. Well, thank you for the report, Doctor.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Yeah, he very well. Who's on the phone?
I was talking to Frisco, so I had a chat to Tony's doctor.
Ooh, and?
Well, he's improving, but he still has amnesia.
Is there anything else wrong?
Why, should there be?
Oh, no, but you were in such good spirits when I left you earlier on.
Oh, I just didn't mean for these bloody things, that's all. You know that.
Yes, I know. But I am so proud of you. I've never been more proud of you than I am this evening. I've seen how you put your heart into your job, never thinking of yourself.
Please, Holly, look, I'm no hero. Occasionally I'm driven by demons, but...
Come on, let me finish. I haven't finished yet.
Come on. This is embarrassing.
Well, good. Be embarrassed. I just want you to know that above all else, even above the love that I feel for you, I feel admiration for your honor and your integrity.
Holly, please. Created a person that doesn't exist.
He does exist. I'm married to him.
I don't deserve these beautiful sentiments.
Well, I think you do. I'm very proud, and I'm very excited, and I'm ready to face the world now, so come on, let's go.
Wish I didn't have to go through with this.
You're in a very strange mood this evening.
I'm just naturally shy, you know that.
No, I think it's more than that.
Come on, it's all in your imagination. Let you and me go downstairs and do battle together. There.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm standing in for the governor of our fine state, who's been called to Washington on some rather urgent business. Seems it has something to do with money for the Big Apple. But I'm not here to talk about money tonight. And I'm all out of Australian jokes, so I'll get right to the business at hand. We're here tonight to honor a man who's been singled out by his peers for a special award that's been created for this evening. It is my honor to present to you your good friend, Robert Scorpio, and to present him with this gift for being the most outstanding police commissioner in the state of New York. Robert.
I'll get to it. Thank you all very much. I want to say that this is really very, very nice. You know, I tried to work out a speech earlier on, but I tried it out on Holly, and it really didn't work out terribly well, so we sort of left it at that. But, you know, I kind of thought that, well, maybe thanks very much and let's party would probably do it. But these couplings, they're solid gold, and I don't think a thank you and a bad joke is really going to do it. So, I've never been much for speeches, although I guess a mate of mine, Luke Spencer, would probably disagree with that. But, well, I can't tell you how much I really appreciate this. And I really appreciate these cufflinks, too. And as soon as I get a shirt with holes in it, I'm going to wear them, believe it. But, you know, in all seriousness, every commissioner here tonight deserves an award. They all work as hard, probably harder than I do. But I'm very honored that you would single me out. Thank you all very, very much. Practically can't.
You were wonderful.
Forgotten what I said already.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the formal part of our ceremony. Now comes the informal. I hope you're listening, Robert, and not just scratching your ear. All right?
Huh?
Huh?
So it was when the fact lady sang you went home.
No, not yet. It's not yet. It has fallen upon my broad shoulders to introduce the second half of our program. And it's all personal.
You know anything about this?
I am the best, or at least one of the best, for this job because I've known this man and worked with this man for many years. And I can honestly say I love him like a brother. Always treated my brother like this.
Yeah.
So, you stand here, my friend, because Robert Xavier Scorpio, this is your life. The All-Star team.